Alright, this video is for how to make what is really kind of a maquette or a practice craft project before you move into your actual art piece. So the first thing would be to note that I'm over here by the light box, and then to not forget all of the beautiful supplies that you have available located here, different yarns, including ones that I have stored in the back. And then also remember that in this island, there are a whole bunch of supplies, including, if you pull out this drawer, a bunch of other options, and then also just tucked inside the bins. So, but when you do your practice, remember if you had 10 days for your actual project, you would only spend 1 day on the practice. So because of that, if you have 3 days for your actual art piece, then you really should only be spending 10 or 15 minutes on your practice. And then we would want to replace the expensive supplies with the cheaper supplies. So these papers here are what you can use to kind of mimic some of the supplies that we have. Okay, so let's transition so you can see. So here is my final idea that I got approved, and I have traced it all with a dark color marker. And then I have already determined that I am happy with the drawing. If I was struggling with the drawing, then I wouldn't want to do this. I would actually want to do a skill video connected with drawing. And Mrs. Russell could help me pick out which skill that was that my drawing needs. But I feel like, nope, my drawing is fine. I just want to figure out how to make this out of the craft supplies. So I'm at the light box. The light boxes have little switches located down here. You turn those on. And then this allows me to take colored papers. Let's see if I can help the computer out here just a little bit. So I don't know if you can see, but essentially I can see through there, and then I can use that to trace out my pieces. So for example, I have already done that with the hair. Okay, I'm going to turn the light box off so you can see a little bit better. And then what I do is, not on top of here because I don't want to lose my ability to use that, I start glue sticking stuff down. And I'm not going to use a ton of glue stick because I want to be able to pull it up if I don't like my idea. So I plop her down because this is just a maquette, and then now I'd have to figure out the face. And again, so I'm just tracing around, okay? And then this helped me realize, like, wait a second, the face is gonna have to go underneath the hairline because then I'm not having to cut around two things. So the whole trick to this is to help save supplies. By doing this little practice, I am saving time and supplies when I go to the big things. So like, look what I already realized. The face is the first thing I cut down and lay down. So hopefully I didn't put too much glue stick. Tear this guy back up, which I didn't. And then I realized my face has to go there, right? So you would keep going through this process, and then you want to make sure to take notes. So face first. And this then essentially becomes your instruction guide on how to build your project. Obviously, once I transition, that blue piece might actually be made out of this foam core, and then maybe the hair, start thinking about things like this. The hair is going to also have, maybe I get these feathers, and I cut these feathers, and the feathers are going to go on top of there as well. So you want to start noting that. Use foam for hair, hot glue on feathers. And so all of this is just a guide to help you make your sculpture project, or excuse me, your craft project.